to my project, but I hope it does. If not, am still talking in the background, but I am here. So hello everyone, I am Carson Jordan. My university ID number is 3406 4232, and I am currentently taking CAI 3801 .001 AI and analytics, and this is for my final project. So today I'll be walking you through my Tableau final project. This project is where I analyzed my sales, my profit and product performance using the store data set I was given for the project. And my goal was to just understand which projects, regions, and business drivers have the strongest impact on the company's overall performance. And then using the forecasting and what if modeling to identify future opportunities. So the business problem and objectives to me that I focused on was identifying what drives the company performance across the different product segments and the geographic markets. I really wanted to understand not only which areas are performing well, but also where the company might be losing money or missing opportunities. I did this by building dashboards and running forecasts and also creating the what if discount model because I aimed to uncover patterns that could support better strategic decisions around pricing, product focus, and as well as regional planning. So let's see, let's go to our data source. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay on the screen. So I'm going to share. If I don't, I'm still here. I'm still talking. Let's do, here we go, share. All right, this should be sharing right now. All right, so here's the data set. The data set that was used for this project contained almost 10,000 rows and 22 fields, including the order details, as well as the product attributes, and the customer information, the pricing, and the profit metrics. And before creating the visuals, I cleaned and prepared the data. Yeah, so once the data was organized, I joined it with a zip code table to support the geographic mapping. So this clean data set became the foundation for all the charts and analyses I used in the dashboards. All right, so let's go to my first chart, the KPI trend. Okay, so a little bit going on here. So for this first chart, I created the KPI trend that shows the overall sales for the selected year. The sales reached approximately 469,000, which is slightly below the previous year. Let's see. Yeah, so the dual line chart displayed the monthly sales to this year and to compare the months from the last year. So it made it pretty easy to spot the growth patterns and seasonal shifts. And the KPI at the top just summarized the total sales and the percentage change compared to the prior year's performance. So yeah, it kind of indicated that the improving early year performance could help stabilize the annual results. So yeah, let's go to see my subcategories. Yeah. So I built a drill down chart that breaks performance into product categories and subcategories. So the technology and furniture clearly lead in both sales and profitability. The subcategories such as storage, the binders, and the office chairs perform strongly, while the smaller subcategories like the labels and fasteners added very little value. So, but this chart just helped highlight which product lines deserve greater investment and which might need to be reevaluated instead. So yeah, let's go to the dual chart. Okay, so for the dual axis chart, I compared the monthly sales and the profit. So the sales fluctuated pretty dramatically through the year, um, while the profit stayed much, much lower and steadier. Um, the um, the profit tended to follow the same general direction as sales, but with far less intensity, which suggested that even when the sales spiked, the cost of discounts may be absorbing too much of the margin. So yeah, this chart highlighted the opportunity for improving the operational efficiency and pricing strategy. So let's go to the Pareto. So for my Pareto, I broke down subcategories by sales contribution. It was a small group of items, especially the phones, chairs, and storage, where it accounts for the majority of the total revenue. Um, they quickly pushed the cumulative percentage toward the 80% threshold. Like here, this was our reference line that we created, the 80% reference line. But most of the other subcategories contributed very little, um, which kind of reinforced the idea that a few key products were carrying the business in general, which is mainly phones and chairs. The storage wasn't bad. And then after that, it pretty much drops like halfway down. So not much after the chairs and phones. So for my map chart, I wanted to visualize the profit and sales across the states. Um, so for the geographic map, I looked at performance by state, obviously, as I was saying. Um, so states such as California and New York and Michigan, um, they showed strong profitability, and they appeared as darker colors on this map. Um, However, the central and southern states, including Texas and Oklahoma, showed negative profit at some points, even when sales were moderate, which revealed major regional inconsistencies and highlights the need for market-specific strategies. All right, move that over. All right, the forecast. Let's see. This was no, certain. Let's do the discount. Well, actually, no reason to skip over. Let's just do forecast. Just getting ahead of myself. So for the sales forecast, I created a forecasting model using the built-in prediction tools, obviously. And this model just showed the steady upward trend in sales from 2020 through 2023, and then obviously forecasted up to 2025. I had a reference line at about 118,000, which was a good line to have. With the forecasted projects continued growth in 2024 and 2025. But of course, there's still uncertainty because there was obviously fluctuation throughout the years, so can't be sure, but it's a decent forecast for the near future. So it just suggests that the business should probably prepare for both moderate and the high demand scenarios, both. So yeah. Now let's go to discount. So for my what if discount analysis, I kind of explored how the different discount rates affected profit. Like I had up here, you can move the discount rate, the percentage up here. I'm not gonna like show it, but put it back. So this just shows the discount percentage. You can move it around and see the differences and how it fluctuates depending on the discount percent. Yeah, so obviously the results made it very clear that even small increases in discounting significantly reduced profit for many product categories. Subcategories with already narrow margins suffered the most, obviously. But this graph in general demonstrated why discounting should never be applied evenly across the products. It needed to be selective and strategic. So let's see, let's go to my dashboard. So this is my overview. I know we got a few colors going on here. I probably could have organized it a little better. I was just kind of going with what I felt like. It's a little creative with the colors. I would probably do it different next time, but not a bad representation of the profit and sales. Just a nice overview of what was going on with the profit. So it just showed the overall sales and profit, the product category breakdown, and as well as the geographic distribution of performance. Um, so yeah, the navigation buttons just allowed, other users to move between themes easily and consistently formatting, made the dashboard clear and visually organized. So that was nice. And then yeah, we'll get to our last dashboard here. Um, let's see. Yeah, so this, I said sales and plans of action, which it is true, it is a plan of action. I guess it would be more accurate to say strategy. I just like the sound of plan of action. But it included the forecasting model, the dual axis. What else did it include? It included the profit trend as well as the Pareto chart and the what if discount. So you got a few things to mess with here. If you want to look at all of them at once, it makes it easy. Everything is pretty organized. The borders are nice. But yeah, it has pretty much everything you would need to even look at this data for the sales and the strategy. Um, yeah. So that was my project. I probably talked a little quick. Probably could have slowed down, but I'm just I'm just quick. So to conclude, the project revealed that the business really it heavily depended on a few high performing subcategories. Here I can go back to this. Stop sharing. Back. Yeah, so I believe I'm on right now. You can see me. So I was just concluding with the project. Obviously, it depended on a few um, of the high performing subcategories. While many of the smaller ones did contribute very little. The profitability also varied widely by region. Um, the coastal states obviously performed better. The New York, the Michigan, the California, all those states were performing much better than some of the other southern states. I think I said Texas. Um, but the what if model emphasized the importance of thoughtful discount strategies, especially since even small changes can significantly impact the bottom line. But overall, this project really strengthened my ability to clean and prepare the data and organize it, make it look really nice and easy to navigate. Yeah, I was able to create really interactive dashboards, and I also applied analytical reasoning to my business challenges. It also helped me gain confidence in turning raw data into real insights, something that you can physically look at instead of just listening or reading. You can actually look at what's happening on these charts as well as getting the reference lines. So yeah, it really helped me organize the data, make it really efficient and easy to navigate. Um, so yeah, that was my project, my final project for Tableau. Um, yeah. So this really helped me with my data, and I know in the near future how I'll be utilizing Tableau especially. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. It's a great project.